Firton Noir. Firton Noir, the Ryan case. Detective Jones's office, night. Rita Jones stood with her back against the wall, arms crossed, watching nothing. Outside the window, acid rain needled the glass in fine, deliberate strokes, the kind that left a film on everything it touched. A neon sign 3 floors down blinked cyberware in tired pink, off rhythm, like it had given up trying to impress anyone. She wasn't looking at the rain. She was looking at the inside of her own skull, chasing a detail that kept slipping out of reach. 6 hours since she'd walked the crime scene, and the smell was still in her nose. Copper and ozone, and something under it. Something wrong. She took a long drag off a synthetic tobacco stick, smoke curling up past her hologram watch. The watch threw crime scene photos onto a strip of white synthweave on the wall. Grainy, blue-tinted stills of a dead man nobody had bothered to grieve yet. The smoke drifted through the projection, breaking the image apart and putting it back together every time she exhaled. Something in there. Something she was missing. She just couldn't see it yet. The office smelled like her. Real coffee, gun oil, ozone. Rita dumped an armful of case folders onto her chair, and the chair grunted under the weight, a small electronic protest from a mind-reading cushion that had stopped working months ago. The cracked focal lens on its headrest was held together with tape gone yellow at the edges.
Fuck. She said it to no one. Tell Detective Reno he always shitting on me. I got no time for this.
She crossed to the counter, where a battered coffee press waited beside a bag of real grounds, confiscated 3 raids back, rationed like water in a drought. Black, no sugar, into the internal warmer cup. A cheap hologram ad flickered to life above the machine. Come to the donut gallery, flash your badge, get a free donut, and our synth blend coffee tastes just like the real thing. She swiped it away without looking at it twice. The real thing didn't need a slogan. She opened the Ryan file. 2 weeks old. 2 weeks cold. She'd read it so many times the words had stopped meaning anything, so this time she didn't read, she looked. She keyed her optic implants to zoom, dragging the focus across the scene photo, pixel by pixel. A card, half tucked under the dead man's jacket. Fat Lady's Casino, in gold script, gone dull with blood. Rita didn't smile. She didn't have it in her tonight, but something in her chest unclenched half an inch.
Fat Lady's Casino, she called it through the wall. That's Dulce's place, correct?
Jorge's voice came back muffled, then clearer as he leaned into the doorway. Yeah, that's the fat piece of shit's club. He owes the syndicate a small fortune right now. Why are you going down there?
She kept her eyes on the card. I'm thinking I have a clue from the Ryan case.
Jorge's face changed. Out there, that's the red zone. You don't need any backup?
Rita said nothing. Her face had gone flat and certain. The look Jorge had learned a long time ago not to argue with. Outside the precinct, night. She left without saying goodbye to anyone. Her Cadillac rolled up to the curb on its own, engine giving off a low, satisfied growl.
Welcome, Detective Jones. Badge number, please.
372.
Detective Jones, authorization accepted. Destination?
The Fat Lady's Casino.
The dash lit red before she'd finished the sentence. Restricted district, flashing. A thin screen dropped from the visor, scanning her retina, and released the lockdown without further comment. 20 minutes. She spent most of it with her eyes closed, not sleeping, just resting them, the city sliding by in smears of neon and rain glare. When the car settled at the curb, she rested her fingers on the twin hand cannons at her hips. Real steel, cold and heavy in a way none of the biotic replacements in this city ever managed to fake. An electronic hiss confirmed her print against the biometric safeties, and the weight of the guns went from dead metal to something alive under her palms. No guards outside. That alone told her something. The Fat Lady's Casino, night. She went in slow, one hand resting near her hip. Dark inside, the kind of dark clubs used to hide what they don't want seen clearly. Music thudded low in the walls. One dancer worked a pole in a spotlight nobody else was watching. And there, Fat Joe, pink suit, soaked through with sweat, moving fast for the back door. Rita didn't hurry. She walked, hand resting easy on her weapon.
We can do it the hard way, or we can do it easy.
Joe stopped like he'd hit glass. His chest heaved. He yanked a bio-breather from his coat and pulled hard, color coming back into his face in stages.
Come on, I want no problems here. The words came out ragged around the breather. I'm running a clean joint. Last raid was 2 weeks back. Clean ever since.
She glanced down at her hand cannons, unhurried. I ain't here for no fucking raid.
Joe's eyes went wide, calculating, desperate. All right, detective. I got 4 pallets in the back, biotic arms, strength boosters, some cyber attachments too. Good stock. You can have them. No questions, just...
She pulled the crime scene photo from her coat and threw it down in front of him. The dead man, the blood, the gold script card half visible under his ruined jacket. He's directly linked to you.
Joe went the color of old paper.
I ain't kill no one. His voice had lost the bravado, gone thin and fast. Ryan. Yeah. Ryan's the one that gives me the deals. Last I seen him, he was heading to Giorgio's. That's the last time. I swear it.
She looked down at him a long moment, then decided it didn't matter. She'd know soon enough either way. I'll give you 10 minutes to get the fuck out of here.
She pressed a control on her watch, routing a call back to the precinct. 4 pallets, address attached, pickup requested. Behind her, Joe was still hyperventilating into his breather as she walked out into the rain. Firton PD Precinct, later that night. She pulled Giorgio's file up on her holopad, scanning fast, coffee gone cold at her elbow. 3 lines into his known associates, her Neuralink chimed, sharp, urgent.
Giorgio's vehicle. Unauthorized. Moving fast out of the red zone, arcing toward White Glove.
She was moving before she'd processed the words. Badge clipped crooked to her belt, hitting the elevator at a dead run. The doors sealed. A keypad lit up, demanding a 4-digit code. And for one infuriating second, her mind went blank. Elevator music oozing out of the speakers like the delay was personal. Second try. The car shot upward. On the roof, a vertibird waited. Sleek, one man, built for speed over grace. She dropped into the seat and the engine caught with a sharp hiss. She thumbed the override, killing the autopilot, and a joystick rose out of the console with an electronic hum. She pushed it forward and the engine screamed across the rooftop like something physical. The skies over White Glove, night. She caught Giorgio's car within minutes, dropping into a hover above him. The roof peeled back. Giorgio hauled a Gatling rifle into firing position, with the calm of a man who'd done this before. Click, click, click. The muzzle lit in rapid strobing flashes. The vertibird's warning system screamed in her ears, every alarm saying the same thing. Get out. She hit the eject. Her seat flung skyward as the vertibird took the hit meant for her. A shield hummed to life around the falling seat, bullets sparking and skidding off it in bright, useless arcs, flickering, losing power fast, holding just long enough. She hit the pavement hard, unbuckled before the seat had stopped moving, and came up with both hand cannons drawn. The hiss of live safeties confirmed what her body already knew. Sirens were starting to close the distance.
Firton police! Lower your weapon! Giorgio, I know it's you.
He laughed at her from behind the rifle, wicked and self-satisfied, starting into something that was probably meant to be a monologue. She couldn't make out most of it, ears still ringing from the ejection, the world gone soft at the edges. She didn't need to hear it. She took her aim on the weapon itself, not the man, and pulled the trigger. Click. The cylinder turned, the muzzle flashed, a single, screaming round crossed the distance and struck the Gatling rifle dead center. For 1/2 of 1 second, Giorgio looked almost delighted, like he thought she'd missed him clean. Then the metal answered back, a violent, blinding detonation that tore the rifle apart in his hands and flung his body 50 feet across the wet pavement like something discarded. White Glove District, moments later. Rita walked over as the first cruisers rolled up, lights washing red and blue across the rain-slicked lot. The chief met her halfway, clapped a hand on her shoulder.
Good work, as always, Rita. Or should I say, head detective.
Medics were already loading Giorgio onto a stretcher. Even blown half to pieces, he found the energy to shoot her a knowing, satisfied grin as they carried him past. Rita didn't give it back to him. She turned to the chief, deadpan, and pointed a finger at the smoking wreck of her vertibird, still hissing where it had gone down.
I think I'm gonna need a ride back to the precinct.